Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So, didn't really look at this yesterday, so we're going to have a look at it for the first time now with you. At the moment, we have cleared and got a daily close above the previous high. Probably not exact, but we'll get that to low time frame. So, 15,607, we have cleared it, and the other thing to bear in mind, obviously, is we have cleared this trend line, although it was a bit messy for a couple of days. I think that's a fairly solid clearing of the trend line at the moment. So for me, this is what we were aiming for, and more than likely the previous high. Yeah, I would just fine tune it a bit. I'd come in at these. There isn't another one lower down, but that's kind of the structure I'd be looking at. So looking for a target of 15,971 in the long term. But let's just have a look if there's anything that we need to be paying attention to. 3 hours indicating we should be very wary, and there is still diversions in play. You can see oscillators are high, oscillators are low, haven't turned over yet, so it could take it out. Prices high and then higher high. So this is a fairly strong level, and we did test it with 1 bar yesterday, and that was going into the close, very interestingly. So yesterday was pretty much another one of those all over the place days, but you can see the trend is still up. I mean, we're in the moving averages gradually moving to the upside. So the trend is up. There's no reason to be looking for shorts. You're looking for opportunities to buy, and I suppose there was. You wouldn't have got in on that because it didn't really just. You're looking for it to trigger your entry, so your entry would have been a little bit higher. But anyway, bottom of range, now we've broken that range. You can see the range, I've got top of range, bottom of range. So the other thing you need to pay attention to at the moment is as follows. That's your range target right now. And that is 15,686. You're going to pop down to 15 minute. That's probably going to be your best opportunities at the moment. And you can see how chaotic this was. Eventually got going, but very gappy. You can see there's still an open gap there. I don't think there's a gap there, but there's been gaps all over the place at the moment, and that always makes me very wary. So yeah, I prefer to see nice controlled moves, and you haven't seen that in a while. So when we're talking controlled moves, I mean, here you can see, apart from that gap there, but you can see the rest of it is controlled. And there's another little gap. I'll take that back. But you get what I'm saying. It's what you're looking for is structure, and you're looking for a really controlled move. So in other words, each bar needs to sort of gently carry on from the previous bar. When you start gapping, you can see there's gaps all over the place. There's a gap, there's a gap, there's gaps, there's gaps, there's gaps. As soon as you see that, then you know you're going to start getting this zigzag pattern, or you're going to get some volatility coming in. And that's what scares me about this. There are gaps all the way down on the DAX, and it really just doesn't give me a warm fuzzy feeling. So whatever you do when you're trading this, you need to be on the lower time frame. Even if you pop down to the 5 or 6 minute, get your structure in on at least the hour, and you can see we've got our structure in. So if we get back down to this area of 15,600, you're looking to buy. Stop is below the range, and the range is the low of yesterday at 15,527. Then what you're looking for is you're looking for the range height at 15,686. So that's pretty much the only trade that I can see. I won't be wanting to short this until I break below the low of yesterday, which is 15,527. And even then, I'd want to see a retest of that area before first aiming for this big gap here. So for me at the moment, this earnings season got quite a few big ones coming in today. So pretty much you're looking to buy. There's no other reason, no other opportunity here. And you're looking to buy off structure. So this is the first bit of structure, 15,607. And then if you're on the 15 minute, you can take that bit of structure there as well, because that's fairly solid. That's 15,634. If you're going to take this bit of structure at 15,634, then you're looking for a stop below 15,607. I would actually put it at like 15,595 area. So that's going to give you something like a 50 point, or you can go to 15,590. That's a 45 point stop loss, and you're basically looking for 50 points. So it's a 1-to-1 trade. The risk to reward is run 1-to-1. And that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. I think that's pretty much the only thing that's on offer this morning. Bear in mind that you may actually just go sideways in like a 10-point range while we wait for the earnings, because the big earnings, which is Microsoft and Google, they only come out after the market, so after the US market closes. So we could just go sideways until then, or alternatively, something gets leaked and the futures market starts going crazy, and then that's what we're going to see. I do suspect Microsoft's going to be a relatively good set of results, and Google as well. I don't see any issues there. I think the concern yesterday was around Facebook, and that didn't really materialize. Anyway, that's kind of my view this morning. Looking to buy off structure, and looking to take profit at every level possible. You'd be well wise, or should I say, you would be clever to take profit at every level. So you can see 15,686 is a level, and then just above it, if you get through that, there's another fairly strong level up here at 15,756. So what I'm getting at is quite simple. Sorry, just get back to 15 minutes. So I'm looking to buy as soon as I see the structure off this level. So I want to retest to this level. I want to take profit up here at 15,686. Then whatever structure is formed, I'm waiting for another entry there for a second attempt at this level. If I get through that level on the second attempt, then my stop comes up to just underneath the level, and I'm waiting for the next level. And I'll take profit there, wait for the pullback, buy back in, and then the second move, you look for the anticipated break of that level. That's kind of the way I do it. Doesn't always pan out. As you can see here yesterday, there were 2 attempts and then it just came off. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment, but I hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.